open source software company of something like 70 professionals. We have 4 different branches in 2 different countries, Joensuu, Helsinki, Oulu, and Petrosavodsk. And sorry, I have to read my own material here. We provide services and solutions based on Liferay menu. I guess lots of you know Liferay already. Yeah. So you may have heard that portal development sucks, right?
No, it doesn't. Fun.
Yes. Anyone here from JBoss? From Red Hat? From EXA? Great. Because those things suck. But these are actually our developers in the park. This is their job, and they make findings. And they said, Liferay plus Vaadin does not suck.
Yes.
Really. I'm serious about this one. So, okay, basically I'm not going to promote Liferay or Vaadin. I'm talking about a case called ePalo. It's basically quite a simple solution. It's a feedback collection and analysis system, and it was developed to support students in their studies and to provide like comparable metrics on the quality of learning. You know, how did we learn today, what went well and what didn't. And it was designed for University of Helsinki. It's quite a big university in Finland. And we actually had quite high requirements. So first, we needed to be highly scalable and have great user experience and integrate with all the university systems. You know, they have lots of old systems, legacy systems and such things. Oh no, I'm pretty fast today. Or slow. Let's go back. Because the most important thing was that we needed to solve customers' problems, which is the last box. Yeah. And our engineer or architects or software developers, they were wondering, okay, what technology to use to be able to perform agile process with continuous delivery, and you know, those trendy things. So, you might already guess that Vaadin was, of course, their choice. Of course, they were thinking about JSF. Lots of people have experience on JSF. And with Liferay, of course, they were thinking about MVC and Alloy UI and jQuery, of course, because it's very sexy. Some people say. I say Vaadin is. So they said winner is Vaadin. Our 3 guys here. And if we call to these guys and ask the reason why they did choose Vaadin over everything else, they really like the programming model of Vaadin. They like the idea of having a clear code base with only Java or Scala code there. They need only basic knowledge of CSS and HTML and such things. They can concentrate, they can focus on the logic of the application. Okay. I have some screenshots of ePalo. It's looking pretty cool. This was quite easy to implement to look pretty clear. Nothing special, just good looking, highly usable user interface. But the interesting thing was that I wasn't developer in this project. I was more like participating in some customer meetings, demos, lots of demos. We had lots of demos. We tend to have lots of demos. So we had lots of demos. And you know what happens in demos? Problems, of course, but usually we take a look to features. We have use cases, user stories there, and we go through this all. And basically we try to get customers' approval here. Okay, we have received approval for everything here. But the nice thing with Vaadin was that we didn't spend too much time on thinking about, does this work in Internet Explorer? Does this work in Safari? Does this work in Firefox? Okay, it's not working in IE. Because most of the times, if we had demo on one browser, it worked in everything else as well. So we could concentrate on the essential, so in the application itself. And basically the old concept of write once, run anywhere, as Java promises. Martin, you're laughing. Why?
Debug everywhere.
Debug everywhere. Okay, you're talking about Java, not Liferay. Okay, but basically that's as true as it can be with Vaadin and Liferay and Java. I actually have some numbers from big data, and this is actually a true story. And of course, I have a very limited sample here. I have only 2 projects. I have this ePalo, and I have one unnamed reference project. Just quick view to numbers. Okay, we had same size team, 6 developers, something like 12 sprints. We tried to have sprint, at least one sprint, one demo per sprint. There are something interesting. I think most interesting difference here is that you can see we have a browser-specific bugs here. In ePalo with Vaadin, we have only 5 of these bugs classified as browser bugs. And with Another, with the competing technology, we have almost 50, almost 10 times as much. This is quite amazing.
So what was the competing technology?
It was one of the major ones, you know. You know this guy already here? Looks like marketing dude here. So, we actually had 30% less code and, believe it or not, 90% less browser compatibility issues. And it all led us to a very good situation. Actually, we have half the QA iterations because we could get everything working at once. Some more facts here, 30% less regression findings on approval testing or release approval phase. And this is interesting. This is from time tracking. This is as accurate as it can be, but it shows that we spent 50% less time wasted in demos because we can get everything working at once. And this is, of course, best fact here is that it's 100% more fun. Yeah, really, because we could concentrate on essential things. Yeah. Okay. But that's basically the ePalo, and what I wanted to say is that Liferay plus Vaadin does not suck, and portal development actually can be fun and very cost effective. Okay, thank you for listening.